Hey YouTube, it's the American Samurai coming once again, almost like a small honey say, back again with my promised review of the BITT-Boy. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts, some ideas I have for if they decide to do another version, some ideas that could improve this system, I believe. But let's switch it on first and show you guys what's on here. You gotta get closer here. Yeah, well, anyways, if you can't see that, you got Dale as the mascot here. Okay, first of all, let's clear up two things here. On the site, it lists this as an NES emulator. On the box, this is a Famicom emulator. Really, it's split down the difference. It's there's some Famicom games, some SNES games, or some NES games. Also, it does say no Chinese. There's no Chinese. Unfortunately, there is Japanese, and here's the problems I have. One, if you're gonna put the Kunio-kun games on there, that's cool. I realize we didn't get a lot of them in the States. I think we only got technically, I think two. River City Ransom and I want to say Super Dodgeball. Though actually, Duo Kunio-kun and Double Dragon both spun off from the game Renegade. Renegade. I had to do that. But anyways, that's what I would have liked to do. Is this is the closest thing we've gotten this thing to role-playing games? I would have preferred, because I know there are dedicated fans out there who have translated these in English. You're using ROMs you probably got from the computer anyways. Why couldn't you use the English translated ROMs? I'm just saying. As for the game selection, it's got some good games and some filler. Like Chip and Dale 3, I think, is a hack of let's see right here. Man, this does not film well at all. It's a hack of, I think, I want to say, I'm not sure if it's a Car Warriors or some other vertical shooter I'm not familiar with. Also, but it says Tytoons 3, that's actually Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, so some of the games are misnamed. It does have some pretty cool games, some that are fun, just in a good way, and some that are just fun, kind of ironic. Like Ring King, which I think most people who are into retro video games know about that one, and that particular thing is in here. They put some fighting games on here, which really does not work well with the NES Famicom hardware, to my knowledge. But overall, it's a good system. Has, like I said, some good games: Double Dragon, Super Mario Brothers. What's cool to me is it's got my three favorite superheroes in there. It's got Batman, Spider-Man, and Darkwing Duck. Also, like I said, it's got Chip and Dale, so you've got like 3 parts or 2/4 of the Disney afternoon. I think all you're missing is, I don't know why they didn't put on there, considering no DuckTales and no Tailspin. If they put that on there, they would have had like a Disney afternoon thing. I think that would have really gotten people's intentions. Overall, it's a good system. My brother's played it. He's liked it. Possibly looking into the possibility of maybe getting him one at some point too. It's a system for people who are like either really young or really into retro video games. Just want to have a quick, maybe you're going somewhere and you don't want to take all your cartridges or stuff with you. You can take this, and there's no save. And this little hole right here, it don't do anything. It's just it's just cosmetic. I don't know if they were gonna put in a mini card thing and they just didn't do it. I don't know. Anyways, here's several ideas I think they could use to improve the product, give or take. What are my overall thoughts? I like it. My brother, aka Gameram, if you guys have seen, I only did like one video of that because, popular as it is, it's really hard to shoot with him. He has a little bit of stage fright issues. So that's why I haven't put him in any other videos. But overall, both of us really enjoy this, since I'd say it probably gets a 3 out of 5. If you're into retro video games, I'm sure there's better things. Like the Famicom thing is fine, but what I wish they would have done is, like I said, I wish they would have done the Kunio-kun games, because they have a dedicated fan base out there, so I wish they'd gotten English translations. Also, instead of Muscle, I wish they would have put Pro Wrestling, or maybe the WCW wrestling game, or maybe even the WWE NES game. Not the first one, the second one that has, I think Cygnus Destroyer called him Billy Lee in there. So, WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge, I think is what it's called. Overall, the system's okay, but here's what I think you could do to improve the system. I said that before, but I kind of lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. if you're gonna do the whole ROM, just download random ROMs, then basically I say work with some popular game channels. Sings Destroyer, for instance. He loves LJN games. Talks about him a lot on his channel. I would say get with him, maybe Pack and Sack Dave, that friend of his, and do a system like a BITT-Boy themed around him with all kinds of some of his favorite LJN games. And some Pack and Sack Dave's hacks, which look really fun, look really cool, and look really well done. As opposed to some of these hacks that don't work at all, like Harry Potter or Red Racer 2. You know, I'll give him Monster Pocket was actually pretty fun though. But anyways, also, you guys doing this as a company, you're probably the only Famicom knockoff system in the UK. You know, I seriously what I'd like you guys to do is for a version later on down the line, maybe when you get everything figured out, maybe do an SNES version, call it the Super BITT-Boy. And that version would have some role-playing games, because I know a lot of people complained about there being no role-playing games. I would actually like to have some role-playing games, like Pokemon or Mana, Legend of Zelda, that kind of stuff. Anyways, like I said, also another thing I like to see is I'd like to do one straight across just anime games, because there's a few ones that, you know, like Speed Racer, or Japanese games, Speed Racer, Godzilla, and there was like a game with a ramen character that was like a fighter that didn't come out in the US. That would have been cool to have on here. Since they've, I forget what his name was, but they've recently started doing new commercials with him and the guy from the Sega Saturn commercials, and so that would have been cool to have on there. So my theory, if you're gonna go saying you need to be an NES emulator or a Famicom emulator, you need to pick a lane. So like I said, there's a lot of the Kunio-kun games on here, and those are actually very story heavy. So was the Power Rangers one that's on here, which is actually Super Sentai. Those are ones that are very story heavy that I wish they either found English in translation or had someone translate into English. Because also, you're using ROMs. You couldn't have put the American Chip and Dale ROMs on here? Really? I'm assuming you're just downloading these. You're not paying for them rights-wise, otherwise you wouldn't be selling them the way you are. So I think overall it's a good system for what it is, but you're basically buying this kind of a grab and go, quick play, put it away, that kind of stuff. If you're into Famicom or NES games, then yes, pick it up. Like I said before, I think they're still having the sale, so you can get this model for I think about $28. I think there's some models that don't have the 300 games that have less, but they have more quality games. I don't know which ones are which. So yeah, until next time, this is American Samurai saying sayonara.